That's right, Jenna. We're here at Wildlife Haven Rehabilitation Center getting introduced to some of these animal ambassadors. I'm going to introduce you to Stu and Red in just a minute, but first I want to say good morning to Jackie. How you doing?
Good morning. I am not too bad, but Barty apparently is a little excited here.
Barty, just like we rehearsed on TV, you perch on the arm and you do the cute animal stuff. Now, Barty looks to me, I said, oh, that's a great gray owl, but you said, no, it's actually commonly misidentified. What kind of animal is Barty?
She's a barred owl.
A barred owl. So what's the difference between a barred owl and one of the great grays?
Well, the main feature that you would notice is that Barty here has the dark eyes, and a great gray will have bright yellow eyes.
Oh, cool.
The great gray is also a little bit bigger.
Gotcha.
But otherwise the color is fairly similar.
Now you mentioned the eyes. There's also something quite interesting about this owl's eyes because it's got an extra set of lids.
Actually, she has 3 eyelids.
What?
She has some on the bottom that will come up when she's asleep. Now you see the ones coming from the top where she's blinking. And there's one called a nictitating membrane, which is actually a diagonal opaque film that will cross her eyes, and it acts like a windshield wiper.
Oh,
so it'll
cool.
keep the eyes free of debris when she's hunting.
Neat. The nictitating membrane. That's our word of the day today, everyone.
Yes.
Nictitating membrane. Now, how did this particular owl end up here at Wildlife Haven?
Well, she actually came in from BC. A center there had taken her in. She was hit by a car, found on a roadside, and she was found to have a bone broken in one wing. And they pinned it, but it did not heal properly. So she is not able to fly well enough to hunt on her own. And now in later years, we found out she also has a hip fracture, which is now becoming arthritic.
Oh.
So yeah, she is definitely not able to be on her own in the wild.
Well,
so we've been looking after her for about 14 years now.
Wow, okay.
Yes.
All right, well, Jackie, thanks so much. This is
welcome.
just one of the wildlife ambassadors, and perhaps one of the most famous ones is this particular red-tailed hawk, Stu. What is this hawk's claim to fame? Besides its great acrobatic skills, they like to... There we go. It's just trying to look majestic and do really cool hawk things on camera. But this is one of the oldest birds around, correct?
She is, in fact. She is the oldest female red-tail in North America and the oldest red-tail in Canada right now. She is 33 years old, if you can believe that.
Wow, she looks very, very good for her age, and you guys have been taking very good care of her. You were telling me something interesting about these particular birds, because I was marveling at how calm and relaxed they are, but you said there's sort of a telltale sign that you can tell by looking at their feathers, whether or not these birds are actually calm or they just look it.
Well, if you look at the feathers on the back of the head, you can see that they're coming up. She's actually starting to fluff a bit. And that's when they change the air exchange underneath. Oh. So they do that when they're very calm, and they will also preen when they're in a good mood.
Gotcha. Now, the story for Red, how did Red end up here in the very first place?
Red was actually turned over by Manitoba Conservation. Someone had actually kept her as a pet, and they clipped her wings. And if you actually can look, you'll notice that one of her wings, the feathers are not as long as the other side, because they clipped so close that the feathers never actually grew out again.
Oh, that's a sad story, but Red has had a great life here serving as a wildlife ambassador, correct?
She certainly has. She is the matriarch of our organization. She's
Excellent.
been around longer than any of the volunteers.
Wow, well, Stu, thanks so much.
Thank you very much.
Now, if you want to see wildlife ambassadors just like these guys and get up close to them in person, you have an opportunity to do that at the Spring Baby Shower, which is going to be happening this weekend, and that's going to be happening at, help me out, this is the Windsor Park Community Center?
Southdale Community Center.
Southdale Community Center. So if you want the complete information about that, just go to our website at breakfasttelevision.ca. I'm going to send it back now to the BT studio.